Good afternoon, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Emily Wilson.
And I'm Izzy Savage, and we have a fun-filled show for you today, so stick around, because ENN starts right now.
Welcome back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us here at Studio 301.
Today is Monday, May 20th, and as always, a lot has happened here at PHS, so stay tuned to hear your story. Up first, I got to sit down and talk with an aspiring photographer whose work has captivated an audience. PHS is home to some of the most passionate people when it comes to their hobbies and skill. For Isabel Othau, her passion is in photography.
I've always known how to use the camera, and I was a photographer in middle school, but it really started sophomore year of high school. Photography is important to me because I get to capture the memories and moments that people can't capture when they're experiencing them, but when I show them the photos that I take, it just makes their eyes light up and their smiles huge, and that's really all that matters to me, is building those relationships and memories.
But Isabel doesn't just do photography in her free time. She also uses her skills at Prosper High School's sports games.
When she first started, she sent Coach Morton and I an email, and from that very moment, you could tell that she had a passion, a fire for photography.
Isabel will continue to shine as her skills and passion continue to grow. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Izzy Savage. Isabel is continuing to make a name for herself in school as well as on her Instagram at Blaze of Joy Photography.
Isabel's photos and her passion for photography just put a smile on my face.
I agree, her energy can just light up a room, and I can't wait to see what she captures in the future. Even with this school year coming to a close, celebrity drama isn't slowing down. Stay tuned because Talent Talk is up next.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Why not do it right? From Belgian waffles to Santa Fe chicken, there is something for everyone. For a sunny side up type of morning, visit the exclusive location of Jam and Toast today.
Celebrity drama is always making headlines. Gretchen Seibert has more.
If you need a new album to listen to, make sure to listen to Billie Eilish's new album called Hit Me Hard and Soft. It dropped on May 17th, and one of her songs called Chihiro has hit number 6 on top 100 songs in the USA. I listened to it, but I'm not a huge fan of this new album. I still prefer Don't Smile at Me. But if you're not looking for a new beat, how about watching the new season of A Royal Adventure of Bridgerton? The new season dropped May 16th, and the new thrilling love story has had people shocked. I've only watched the first couple episodes of season 1, so over summer I will be getting caught up. But when I'm watching a show, I always have to have a snack, so let's go see where these yummy snacks are coming from. If you've been around Prosper High School, you've probably come across the Eagle Shack before, but do you really know what it is?
The Eagle Shack is the school store where students can come get their snacks, a lot of times before or after school, but definitely during the school lunches it gives them an option to come use their credit cards or Apple Pay and buy some quick, easy snacks.
At a first glance, it might seem like the Eagle Shack is run by PHS staff members, but that's not the case.
Obviously, the kids work the store, so they get all hands-on experience running a small business like the school store.
I help out with putting stuff on the tables, talking to customers, asking how their day was, giving the transactions to the customers, and just, basically all around here. Yeah.
Giving snacks and drinks to everyday students can seem boring, but there's a reason behind why these students love it.
What I mostly love about it is I get to talk to different people around Prosper High School, and also, I like talking, I like communicating, so that's one of my big things, and you just, along the way, you make new friendships and all that stuff.
When working in an environment like this, the students are bound to make meaningful connections with others.
It's more than that. It's more like we build connections with people. You got mostly the same people coming back, so you kind of build some personal connections with them, and you're like, hey, what's up, how you doing, So it's a little more than just a school store.
Make sure to stop by the Eagle Shack to pick up your favorite snacks. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Gretchen Seibert.
Make sure to stop by the Eagle Shack for a tasty snack.
I don't know about you, but my favorite snack has to be Cosmic Brownies. What about you, Emily?
My absolute favorite has to be M&Ms. They're just too good.
You know what else is really good? Our Prosper Sports. Don't leave, because game time's up next.
Here we go!
Prosper Sports has been non-stop fired up and ready to bring home the wins.
Landon Byram is here in studio with this week's Game Time.
Thanks, Izzy. Starting it off on the diamond, our nationally ranked baseball team played Flower Mound in the third round of the playoffs over the weekend. They unfortunately fell short in the series 2-0, but they had a really successful season, and they definitely made their fellow Eagles proud. Congratulations to all of them. Moving it over to the field, our Eagle football team had their spring football game that took place at Reynolds Middle School. This event was an amazing time as the Eagle football team showcased how hard they have been working at all of those early wake-up calls. And not only did the football team show up, but the community did too, as there were a lot of food and vendor activities. Prosper Sports are not the only ones who have left their mark, but we have two Dallas teams that have also held their playoff reign. The Dallas Stars won their series against the Colorado Avalanche. I'm personally not too much of a hockey fan, but man was that a good game, as they went into 2 overtimes. Passing it over to the court, the Dallas Mavericks are on fire as they won the series against the OKC Thunder. PJ Washington barely holding on the whole game until the very end when he made a game-changing three-pointer. Now they will move on to the semifinal series in Minnesota as they take on the Timberwolves. As we all know, soccer is a pretty big deal around the Prosper High School. I sat down with one of our very own teachers that is very familiar with the sport. Prosper High School teacher Miss Gardner loves to teach, but there is also something else she loves to do whenever she's not in the classroom.
One of the biggest challenges of having 2 professions is managing your time effectively. Balancing the demands of 2 careers can be incredibly demanding and difficult. For example, at school, I follow a schedule to make sure I plan for class, I grade work. But when I leave school and I go home, I have another schedule to follow for soccer.
Even with Miss Gardner's very busy schedule, she has earned multiple accolades to her name.
So I have medals from NWSL championship games that I have refereed. I've been very lucky and fortunate to be selected based off of my performance for 3 different finals in 2016, 2019, and most recently in 2023. So we have a bunch of game balls because a lot of times when you do a championship game, they give you a game ball too. So I have game balls from all of those games.
From the field to the classroom, her drive does not stop.
As she is very active with her teaching, where she will present us all the information and then show us how to apply it. And I like her class because it involves a lot of critical thinking. She will gladly voice her opinion on things to make sure that we are receiving the best information possible, and she'll be willing to admit when something was wrong and be willing to correct herself.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Landon Byram.
Miss Garner has done a great job balancing both teaching and soccer.
Yeah, it's really impressive how she handles all that pressure. It takes a lot of dedication to do both jobs.
I agree.
Well, that's all that we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Thank you for letting us tell your stories. Once again, I'm Emily Wilson.
And I'm Izzy Savage. Have a great last couple of days of school, and go Eagles!